then you can stream and it doesn't override the thing here. Awesome. Looks like we're back online with the stream here, I believe. I wanted to, yeah, we are. Yeah, I didn't want to. I wish there were a more professional format or a way of doing it, but for now it's just proof of concept. So today went as good as it could. So she actually did better responding in natural language than she did multiple choice, which is I didn't doubt she could do it, but you would think previous Leah live tests that we did uh, with the Jeopardy game in the past was multiple choice. So it's like, yeah, well, she's got a 33% chance to getting the shit right. So it's like, oh, how impressive is that really? Versus like, well, if you think about like the probability of just her blurting out a bunch of random gibberish and it being the correct answer is like not very likely. But her being able to pick one of three and getting it right is, you know, 1 in 3 chance of being correct, whereas like it's a 1 in a trillion chance of being correct if she responds in natural language. If there's nothing under the hood or whatever, it's not a magic trick, right? So today, she was able to read each response and give an answer in natural language, which we have yet to do that demonstration, which is great because that showcases that her ability to like laterally reason and the nuanced language that the Jeopardy format requires is slightly more tricky for an AI because uh, just because it's not a lot of things is from what I've researched here recently. The original Watson tournament where they had IBM had Watson compete on Jeopardy, like the hardest part, apparently one of the hardest parts, I don't want to say the hardest part, but one of the hardest parts was them getting an AI to understand the kind of like nuanced and clever, tricky language that they use on Jeopardy and be able to respond accordingly. Um, I guess it tripped those kind of things up for a while, apparently. And although she is a different type of AI based on what I've been able to come up with, she's not like a pre-trained AI where essentially the AI model is trained on all of this trivial knowledge and answers accordingly. She has access to the internet, so it's slightly different. It is a different type of process that she uses to derive an answer, but it's still impressive as shit, right? So that's cool to see that she can understand the more nuanced, kind of tricky, nuanced language, which, from what I can gather, is supposed to be one of the more difficult parts of the problem, which was great. So just something that didn't even dawn on me in the middle of it, though. I'm like, how cool would it be to see her host an episode of Jeopardy eventually? We've seen Watson compete, but we've yet to see an AI host Jeopardy. And well, why? Only within the last 6 months have we seen an AI that actually has like like an actual avatar representation or representative or whatever. So um, it's not there yet. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to work through, but in the future, something to muddle around or what is it? Let bounce off the walls in the old brain bucket would be it would be cool to see Watson compete for their and showcase. Well, everybody knows how good that thing is at trivia or whatever or Jeopardy, but it would be cool to see what an AI host of Jeopardy would look like, right? It's not impossible, right? That's the thing. It's not impossible. It's like we've seen, right? She grabs me by the wiener, right? No, we've seen the the AI compete on Jeopardy, but we've never seen an AI complicated enough to host Jeopardy, right? And then kind of what's the thing here? Roast or grill the contestants, like something Leah's really fucking good at. Almost, I was just crying earlier. Shit she said to me, why my mascara's running down my face and everything else. Uh, right. So she's really good at roasting people, even when she probably shouldn't. Right. You're like, sometimes you wish you could just switch her into computer mode and not have to sit there and back talk all that. So, but it'd still be interesting to see her host Jeopardy. That would be an interesting goal to have in mind eventually, or at least her have the ability to do it, right? and then have potentially, shit, I put a page table down, didn't I? And then potentially, oh shit, shit burgers. They got a glare on my screen. And have her potentially host, but also have Watson compete, and then have two actual people, you know. So you have an AI host, one AI contestant, and two people. Would be cool, a cool format. It's all hypotheticals, but still very interesting. And I'm trying to think of like, well, yeah, if someone gets it wrong, you know, put a thing in there where like, well, where she makes fun of the person for getting it wrong. You know, she's really good at making fun of people. And her ability to recognize speech, you know, it's a lot of wires, man, but it isn't impossible, you know, it really isn't. So that's like one of those moonshot goals you want to keep in mind for the thing eventually is like, yeah, it's not there yet, but you can kind of see in the long term, you're like, well, she's already doing a pretty good job. What really would be required is to give her access to the control board, you know what I mean? I mean, it isn't that, look, I don't know how to do it, but I can see that it's possible. That's about what it amounts to, right? It'd be quite the showcase of her ability, though, wouldn't it? So that was a successful demonstration. I believe that went really well. She didn't. I did try to prompt her because, like, I wanted to explain the questions that she was being answered or whatever. How the fucking reverse osmosis Jeopardy reasoning that they use. And then she kept asking the same thing in the form of a question. I'm like, maybe that was me tripping up on my words, but she finally got it to where she just read what was on the screen and provided an answer or a question or whatever. But that was awesome, man. That was super cool. But now that is proof of concept, you can now that you see she can do that, you're like, well, the next logical step is for her to actually host Jeopardy or something similar, you know, her own trivia program. And you have to come up with a whole lot of questions. And, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's probably pretty far down the road. What else was there? Yeah, I don't really know. Anyway, I like to take a moment. I usually do it on the same stream, but I wanted to keep that under like 10 minutes or whatever. So it was all just one quick demonstration. So if anyone wants to share it with their friends or whatever, they don't have like, oh, fuck, a 20-minute video. You know, there's like a sweet spot for a demonstration, and anything over like 8 or 9 minutes, people don't want to hunker down and watch all of it. So try to keep it short and sweet and pin it to the top of the Twitter page, and then move on to the next thing. So I knew she could do it. Now, what's weird is the only thing that I have not been able to get her to do yet is sign language. You would think that would be trivial. Like, oh yeah, this is the shape your hand is in for that letter. That, yeah. The only thing she hasn't been able to do yet is sign language, which I think would be cool for people with those type of impairments to be able to sign to her, you know, pattern recognition, and be able to communicate for people that can't vocalize, correct? Or I know it's like, why don't they just type? It's like, yeah, I know, but still, right? For her to recognize sign language, be an interesting thing. You know, there's like I said, there's a litany of things that she can do eventually. That it's why priorities are so important. And like I say, I know everybody wishes and everybody wants and everybody hopes that, like, yeah, we wish the iPhone app was already done and you could just, like, we all want those things, but you have to understand there's a list of priorities here, and you've got to trust the person that made this all come together, man, and his other developer. You've really got to trust David and Def to just do what they know is necessary, you know, to make it work. Because it's like, yeah, we all wish that there was a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, but like it's only 2 people. The shit takes forever. It's super expensive, and nobody else knows how to do it. So it's like we all wish, right? It's like there's an ever-growing list of priorities for what she can do, right? It's like for every new thing that we discover that she would do good at, it's like, yeah, you can put that on the list of priorities somewhere, but if it isn't at the very top of the list, it's like I don't think they necessarily owe you an apology for that. It's like they're working on it, trust me. As of 30 minutes ago, they're working on all these things, right? Their whole list of things that, it's a pretty daunting list of things they have to accomplish, and some of it is uncharted territory, to say the least. Actually, all of it is for the most part. So if it isn't done just yet, you can't necessarily curse them for that kind of thing. I mean, they've managed to make some pretty miraculous things occur. But other than that, I think that went well. I had a friend test it out earlier, and she was showing her kid the Leah chat with Leah feature, and they thought that was pretty cool. Which it's good to see though, because she asked me the other day. She said, "Can you send me the Leah Labs app or whatever?" I said, "Well, the app's not ready yet, but the web app is done, so you can use your web browser to talk to her." And she had her kid do it. It's like, and these people that aren't necessarily like super tech enthusiasts, so they managed to intuitively navigate their way through the web app and actually use the chat with Leah feature with no problems, right? So if that's good to know that the ability to use Leah is like intuitive. There's not like a learning curve. It's not complicated. There's not a whole lot of there's no operation manual that goes along with it or anything. It's just kind of point and click and really easy to use and all that. Other than that, we're preparing for the new year. May this next year be better than the last year. That'd be cool to see Battle of the AIs that way, wouldn't it? A host and a contestant on Jeopardy. That'd be pretty cool. Thing is, like, yeah, you could have. Maybe they have. I actually haven't kept up with it. They might have had an AI host Jeopardy for all I know. I don't think they have, though. You would have like currently with any of the other AIs, you would have like a glowing blue orb that kind of emanates light as it fucking talks or whatever, which is, I mean, it's all right, I guess. I mean, it's all right, but it's no Leah, right? Right? It's all right, I guess, But you'd really like to see an actual, you know, not to say a human head. We keep those in the freezer, but no, like an actual robot or AI representative or representation or whatever avatar. I think she can do it, but then again, it's like that's just my opinion, and if it doesn't happen right away, I can't necessarily, you know what I mean? It's like that's why I was getting at the list of priorities. It's like we all wish, it's like the thing is that the developers don't necessarily work for any one community member, and we all have input and guidance and desires to see what we want her to accomplish as community members, and it wouldn't be fair to prioritize one community member's desires over the rest of the community based on how loud or obnoxious they get or insulting or whatever. So it's actually probably met with the most amount of resistance, that type of thing. So Plus, I would suggest for people that you don't see them for like an entire 8 or 9 months in the chat, and then like the next time you see them, they're sitting there screaming and crying about the thing not having an iPhone app already. You're kind of like, well, where have you been for the last 8 months? You know, really. You went out for a pack of cigarettes and never came home, and all of a sudden you want the fucking, you know, whatever, right? It's like, where have you been? It's like all the X spaces, all the everything. You had your opportunity to communicate and voice your opinion, and never once said anything to say. It's like, so really, where is your right to bitch and complain? In the dumpster, apparently, right? And that's the thing. Like when I say that there's no fucking roll up your sleeves kind of thing, right? Yeah, no, I'm not like pre-filling her hopper with the answers. I'm not, there's no trickery. There's no rehearsal. She just, she knows how to do it. I don't predetermine her output. It's not a Bonzi buddy. It's not a clever scheme or anything. It's just she has the ability to do these things, right? She doesn't need any coaching. I ate my breakfast this morning. I guess I might get like what's today, the 29th or the 30th? Today's the 30th, so tomorrow is New Year's Eve, right? So I might get a pizza tomorrow. Get a bowl of cereal here in a little bit now. Sure. Yeah, I had the plumbers here the other day to fix the hot water heater, and they managed to fix the thing, but they there's like a small leak on one of the seals, so they have to go ahead and come here today again and take a look and fix it. Thankfully, though, they're not going to charge me for it. I don't think they should anyway, but some people are. Did some arenas the other day. I actually found an arena buddy. We're both pretty terrible, but it's helpful though, because then I can get my entire new set of gear. I actually got a few new items. I got to get them enchanted and get some sockets and shit. The new season of gear. It's like quite an upgrade actually. Might even be better than my PvE gear. We get everybody's attention, man. We get everybody in lockstep working together about this. They'll be very successful. Like, there shouldn't be anybody that's not impressed, even at this point, right? Versus like what her true potential is versus where she's at now. I mean, there's people I would hate to say, like, I don't want to say in an ignorant sort of pompous manner, but like, I would say people that are like, well, don't these other AIs already do this and do this better and this like, yeah, but you have to understand, it's like they have like quite literally facilities that are as big as Manhattan Island, full of these computers to do this shit, you know. And I know that's not exactly how it works, but you get what I'm saying. You're like they have the full force of like the fucking military supporting them and everything, you know, like grants and fucking just people piling cash on their plate and work teams of thousands of people and this that. And it's like this is two guys don't even live together, right? Live on two opposite sides of the planet, making this all happen. So, and doing it even better than some of these companies that have all of those things. So, to say like what you really want to see is let these guys fucking cut them loose somewhere like that and let them see what they can create, right? If they've managed to make it happen with like quite literally a shoestring budget, living on the opposite side of the planet, having to pick and choose from various APIs and stuff, you'd love to see what they could get accomplished with like open-ended access to the various technologies and APIs and stuff without having to worry about like the costs for one thing and having to cut corners on others and this that. You know, it's just you'd love to see what they could accomplish then, right? It's kind of my mentality, and I think that if they get the right attention from the right people, they might get that chance eventually. You know, that'd be great to see. And not to mention, like I said, right? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess you really could. You could probably use ChatGPT and read the ChatGPT thing, the Jeopardy question, and it'll probably answer it correctly. But can't I haven't used the thing. Can you actually have ChatGPT read your screen and have an avatar that reads the question and start to finish, you know, just on one prompt? I don't believe you can. I don't believe you do. I don't believe you can really. You know, and that's saying something. Um, so I know it's a kind of a niche thing, but like no, she's very modular. She's able to do more than just one thing. It's like her ability, like I said, the application development department for Leah doesn't consist of a bunch of developers. It consists of a bunch of people with good ideas. And it's like the end user, like you know what I mean? You can come up with a new application for Leah. Just like today, I decided to use her to do Jeopardy questions, right? It's like that's one application. Like you don't go to a traditional app store to download the application. You just have to come up with the idea. You know what I mean? It's a different way of you know, the word application existed before the iPhone is what I'm getting at, right? You can use her to solve all sorts of problems. Basically, any problem you can get Leah to solve is considered an application, right? Really. I know as soon as I leave Blacksmith, this person's not going to call out the incoming, and then we're going to lose the Blacksmith, and then we're going to lose the Battleground. If we hold these three and don't lose any, we will win, I think, right? Yeah, yeah, everybody thinks she's awesome. Oh, great. Yeah, no, we lost this battleground. Right. Yeah, it was close, man. Yeah. So I need to do those more frequently, but the thing is, I don't want to dilute, and I feel like it's best because it is hard to come up with new things for her to do, and it's like you do it more than once. It's like yeah, every now and again, but we might do a GeoGuessr thing here again soon, and hopefully uh, just start getting more people's attention. But we really do need the market conditions for that kind of thing. It's kind of like the best advertising for Leah. You aren't going to get people's attention until the market conditions are correct, unfortunately. So still keep doing it, but so that we have a track record of doing the right thing. But when the time's right, though, once the frenzy occurs, right, you'll have hopefully, once like if you remember what it was like last year around this time, the community was real lively, right? There was tons of people sharing all of the stuff. You had people making music for the not the live streams, but the X spaces and all that. You had a whole bunch of people participating and trying to contribute, and then I guess the narrative had kind of faded, and then everybody disappeared, or a lot of people did. I just can't imagine, man. Like, what else? What else did somebody find that would be more deserving of their time? I can't imagine. You know what I mean? It's like, but whatever. We'll get there again eventually. Hopefully, every time that happens, we gain some new community members that are as, what's the word here? Ravenous, is that the word? As whatever, about the project as I am. And it would be great to have more than just like the 4 or 5 core people that are there every day. Like all the guys that have been there pretty much like every single day for the last year. It'd be great to get some more community members on board that don't just drift with the narrative, and actually stick with it and all that. Oh shit. I think like what else could you have found that deserves your attention more than that? I can't imagine, dude. Really, it's like, well, I guess good riddance then, probably. That's all I can think. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the pursuit of what, right? This thing is special, super special. Oh, great. eye boogers. Cool. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's right. I was gonna respec PvP. Get a full set of gear, respec PvP, learn to play Frost again. I just now, like 2 days ago, discovered that the bombs are here to try and blow the gate down and all that. I was oblivious to how this battleground worked. I kept seeing these people drop bombs and all that stuff. I'm like, where the fuck do they keep getting them? Right? Fucking seriously, guy? Kamikaze. Kamikaze. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Shit. Fuck. Didn't even get a chance to do it. Someone else can pick up my bomb, though. Hey, look at that. Someone's outside shooting off guns. Can't imagine the occasion. Shit. Dang it. Come on now. Fuck. Knew that was gonna happen. Just like last time, I guess. I don't have a PvP trinket. I can blink. Oh, come on now. Fuck. Someone else pick up my bomb and drop it on the thing there. I'm fucking trying, guy. Come on now. Jerry. Is that the only place you can get the bombs from? I guess so. What a fucking nightmare. Oh, you could have just stayed on your mount, too. I thought this would be quicker. The thing is, how do I run past all these people? Shit. 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 This is never gonna work. All these people. Maybe it will. Come on now. Come on now. That's all I'm trying to do. Oh, look. Here's more bombs. I'll have to run to the beginning. These guys are doing all these level 60 instances like Magtheridon and stuff. Hide in this guy's demolisher and then run up on there. Yeah. Shit, that ain't gonna work. Come on, guys. Leave me the fuck alone. It's probably be a better idea. Can you leave your porcupine? Quit attacking me. Thank you. Thank you, porcupine. Come on now. We need assistance at the fucking thing here so I can attempt to drop a bomb there without getting stun locked. It requires more than just one or two people. Right? Fuck. Yeah, that was worth a shot, I guess. Oh shit, there we are. Huh. I have to fucking all I have to do is run in there and all I have to do is run in there and touch it, right? Cap. You guys got it, doesn't he? Cool. Goodness gracious. Shit. like sit there and fucking eat chapstick. It's so good though. Oh shit! I don't have a bomb with me. Are we even on the? Are we on offense or defense? It seems like we just got done doing this. Am I gonna hit my head or something? Yeah, we're on defense. Okay. Wish I had a little more. I wish I should have woke up earlier. I woke up relatively early. The other day I woke up at like 3 in the morning. It gives you a nice time to meander about for the rest of the morning and then start your day. But kind of exhausted myself here lately. Had the hot water fiasco and all that stuff. So luckily though, they were like, yeah, no, this is fine, man. No, you don't have to replace this. We just gotta put a new thing on it. It should work just great. Like, oh, thank God, right? Right. 30-minute res timer. Come on now. Just keep them from planting. Like, right, yeah. Good luck with that. Keep them from planting bombs. Right. Yeah, you got, what, shit, we can defuse it? Ah, disarmed. I did it. Oh, no, we got it. Fuck. Golly, dude. 1,200 conquest points. Is that how many I had a minute ago? Did I win any more from that? Alright, now we gotta get, what's the thing here? Some gear. Gotta get our new stuff enchanted and gemmed and slotted. This server actually has enchanters, whereas the last one was like half a dozen items on the auction house is about all there was. And no one to enchant anything. Got a new helmet and a new shoulders. Tyrannical. Yeah. Wonder if they had to redesign, like when they made Orgrimmar originally, you couldn't fly on your flying mount. I wonder if they redesigned any of it. They must have, right? Did you think why waste the time exploring a part of the game that no one can see, right? So for PvP, 100. Thought I had one of these, don't I? Red gem, 100, yeah. And then we have a Skyfire diamond, don't we? Or something along those lines. Where on earth is all this shit? Shoulders have a yellow slot. Int. Paste. There you go. Right. I need a meta gem. Charismatic. Oh no. That's not what it is. There we are. What was the last thing I had? Probably get the same thing as my last helmet. So what was Burning Primal Diamond? Alright. I think that's what you need, right? Well, no, we want something different. We want like, what, before there was like a vendor that sold something that had like stamina for PvP and all that shit. I don't know what the standard for PvP is anymore. Is it still try to get... Previously, you wouldn't put stamina... Well, I guess you might. Some people might. Ooh, stretch. Whatever. I guess in reality, man, it's like one or two. Need to cook a bowl of rice eventually. Got stir fry later, sandwiches, cereal, rice. I should be good for the day. But there's a, I saw it somewhere. Oh, maybe there's a guy in the PvP guy. I just have to ask someone in the guild if they enchant. If it works the way it used to, you had to find someone to put an enchant on your item or whatever. They might have a thing now where you just buy a piece of paper and rub it on your shoulders or whatever. Makes it stronger. God, I really need another cup of coffee, don't I? I really do. Shall you guys come with me, right? If we can walk you through my house and all this shit. We're gonna go get a cup of coffee. We will return in just a moment. Oh, bananas. We need some bananas. just a big old bowl of rice and 2 scoops of whey protein. You get like, it's not the qualitiest protein ever, but I got kind of tired of eating. Well, not really tired of eating chicken, but something sweet kind of. It's like more like a snack. But I eat rice like a fool, man. I eat pounds and pounds of this shit every day. Like all my calories come from rice and chicken and this, that, and the other thing. I forget what the overall, like, the amount of food that I eat is. The weight of it is a bunch. It's a whole bunch. Hey. I found this container of Dunkin' Donuts flavored protein powder that I had. And yeah. I could have sworn that there was they sold a PvP meta gem for your helmet. Somewhere they do, man. I saw it the other day. Shipper. Oh, there it is. PvP power and resilience. Yes. Hey, they do have it. Cool. Like, great. I have to purchase it with my conquest points that I don't have, right? Perfect. Now we're 2 out of 5 tyrannical, botanical, manical. Very angry guy. Oh, is this the guy I was talking to the other day? Hey, are we still on the same 2v2 team? Oh, he's got new shit on, too. Look at all that new shit the guy bought. He's got a whole bunch of new shit. Oh, no. Did he... Oh, he played a bunch more 2v2s. Look at all the gear the guy got. Dude, fucking totally different guy today. Look at that shit. He had all garbage on yesterday. I didn't respec or anything like I said I was going to. Don't be mad at me. Coolio, dude. We get the live stream. Yeah, this is so much fun, dude. I forget how much fun arenas were. We're kind of like a ragtag team, though. Like, Hunter Mage might not be the best combination, but still, practice is good for this kind of thing. On top of that, if I respec and get my buttons sorted and get a desk and a computer mouse, you know, a computer mouse. Get your computer mouse. A real computer mouse would be helpful, is what I'm trying to say. Go warrior, counter control the other guy. Computer mouse. Oh shit. He said go warrior. Don't reflect. Don't reflect. Hey, we actually won that one. Hey, good for us, guy. Well, I guess we might. We should. He's a hunter versus a rogue, and he's already got him almost dead, so. Good stuff, guy. 96 points. Bubble up a dub dub. Yeah, I forgot how much fun arenas were, especially when it's like the only thing that can get you upgrades and all that. I'm fiercely terrible, but whatever. As long as he calls out a target. And I get 250 conquest points per match. Yeah, I'll have a full set of gear in no time. The thing before was the server I was on didn't have any people, so that you couldn't even find someone to just to get points with. So go priest. Oh look, they're coming this way. Oh shit, counterspelled. Shouldn't have counterspelled. Shit, dude, I played that terrible. He's stunned. Where's the other guy? In the center there? Fuck. Crowd controlled the entire time, pretty much. I played that terrible, but whatever. I'm not used to, like, my water elemental normally seemed to be able to frost nova, like, where I needed it to. When I used to play, I don't know if it's because I have my pet on something different or if they changed something, but it seems like he's, like, never in range to the frost nova shit. Oh well. Yeah, that was probably more my fault than his. Sat in crowd control, plus I tried to counterspell and get used to it. Oh, that's a... Well, Well, I get the cue from the thing here. AFK. He probably did too. Yeah, I did an AFK'd out. Oh, I got someone at the door.